Hey YouTube family, this is Shylisa. Welcome to Perfectly Parker. So I thought I'd do a little small video today about our day. Nothing much. We just did a trial gymnastics class today, and it was an experience. So me and my husband decided that this summer, instead of putting Parker in some daycare that I never really liked anyway, we decided to put her into more activities. We've never done like different things like maybe gymnastics or and other than attempting that dance class that I eventually never went back to, we decided to do more things to work on her social skills because she's made so much progress in school this year when she started daycare. So we're kind of in that in between where we're just trying to find what is right. So we've been doing lots of trial classes. We did a Taekwondo trial class that she absolutely loved. We did we haven't done swimming yet, but we are going to do swimming. And then today we did the gymnastics trial class. So it was a little bit different. So the woman who owns the Taekwondo studio, she has a child that's on the spectrum, and so she totally gets it. And she wanted to do a private lesson first, free of charge, just to see where Parker's strengths were at, and without all the overstimulus that's going on and noise and learning. And I can really appreciate that. And so it was a lot more chill, laid back, relaxed, and she can really tell me what she thought Parker needed to work on. Well, today was a little different. It was the exact opposite, actually. So we decided to do the trial gymnastics class today. And so we went, and it's a really, really huge facility. I'm talking about big. And when we get there, because they have tons of classes, I had no idea. I had never been to this place. It was a suggestion from another parent. And so we went, and it was huge. It was tons of people going in, people running late, so kids are running in. It was just a lot going on. So immediately when I pulled up, I'm instantly thinking, oh crap, here we go. So Parker's getting antsy. She's getting nervous because she doesn't want to go in. So I finally convinced her. I said, we're just going to go dance. We're just going to dance and we're going to play. So when she went in and she saw it wasn't a clinic or a doctor's office or anything like that, she was okay. And instantly it went from very scared to super, super excited. Super excited mixed with overstimulated. And it's kind of hard to get her attention when she's like that. The more she goes to a place that's like that and she can know what to expect, it gets a little bit easier to handle. But initially it's really, really rough when it's that much going on. So she kept wanting to try to run off, so I had to keep wrangling her back. It's just me and her. And so we finally did find our class. She had a good time. She really did. She loved it. And the teacher got her to do things that I couldn't get her to do, and she was saying that Parker was doing very well for it to be her first class, and Parker is just having a great old time. So this is what happened when Parker's just having this great of time. The only thing I'm thinking to myself now, I went from being nervous that she's going to be overstimulated to now that she's having a great time. Oh my God, when it's time to leave. And so from the minute she started enjoying herself, now I'm getting nervous because I know when it's time to leave, I'm going to have to wrangle her out. And with different public places, she's acted like this in the past, but the more I take her to places, she gets better. She used to act like this going to Walmart. In the beginning, I had went through a short period where I kind of didn't want to go places, and I just thought it was easier to stay home. Bad idea. It's really not a good idea. You want to get them used to going out. You want to go as many times as you can because you want to find different techniques that help because you're going to have to go out with them. You can't just stay in the house all the time. And so, but sometimes it's easy. And even now, even when we go to public places, for the most part, it's really great. But sometimes we do have our days. So we went in there, and she's having a good time. And then the only thing I'm thinking about is when it's time to leave. And so we're wrapping it up. And the weather here in Texas is really nasty right now. It's bad. So if you hear it, that's the thundering. But when we went to the class, looked cloudy, and I totally forgot to get the umbrella because I was so worried about trying to get her in and looking at how big the facility was and basically thinking about is she going to be overstimulating all the people that are going in. And so, like I said, it's time to go. And this is the part that it's like, oh, I wish I could have recorded for you guys. It was pretty rough. So when it's time to go, it's just a full-fledged meltdown. I'm talking about just going at it. And Parker is to the point now where she's just as tall as me. And so, because it doesn't take much, I'm pretty short. But, so having to like wrangle her basically and get her situated, and then the attention that you get when she's having that type of meltdown is really rough, because you have people staring, and kids usually can't help it. It's a really big facility, so she's fighting and everything. So we're trying to get in the car, and then of course it's pouring down raining, and I'm trying to get home before it gets even worse. And so on top of having to like hold her and fight her to get her still in my arms, I'm running to the car, and she's screaming and doing everything, all kind of stuff. And then it's raining, and then the rain makes it just even worse because she's screaming now because she's getting wet, and on top of her not want to leave. And so we get in the car, and we finally get home. I give her a bath, and she's situated, and I just got her to bed and everything. So I was talking to my husband about it, and I said that was pretty rough, because not only me actually getting her out, they like us to be on the mat to help redirect them, which is totally fine. But it was constantly me getting her attention. And so you're basically doing just as much as them, because you're trying to show them what to do. And so, and then me trying to get her to the car, it was just a big mess. So I'm really tired now. And so I was talking to my husband about it, and I said, not only just the stress of just like getting her out, this was also one of those triggers I talked about, where you think to yourself, you have days where you're kind of up and down, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is one of those days, because I'm seeing Parker and how actually well she's doing, and when you redirect her, she does so good. And for a split second, I'm thinking to myself, I'm seeing all the other kids in their classes, and I'm seeing how well they're doing. But baby steps. Not saying that we won't get there, but baby steps. But it was just kind of one of those days. But looking back at it, she had a fun time, minus the exit, and the more she gets used to the situation, she will do better. It was a rough, happy day, if that makes sense. It was kind of split. It was pretty rough when it was time to go, but overall it wasn't bad. And so I was talking to my husband, and he said, well, you know what we got to do? And I was like, yeah. He said, instead of going once a week, if we decide to do it, we're going to have to do twice a week, because we have to get to that point where she's able to leave and it be okay. And that's part of getting out of the comfort zone I talked about, which you have to do. And that includes me as well. Because honestly, when I pulled up and I saw how big the facility was and how busy it was, I was definitely ready to turn around, because I knew what the end result was going to be. But I'm happy I didn't, even though it was kind of crazy. And initially I was going to do once a week, but we're going to do twice a week, because I think she's really going to benefit from it. and I want her to get the socialization, and I want her to work on being denied a preferred activity, ABA. And so if you're to that point where you're kind of struggling with going out and about, the only way to get over that is to just really keep doing it in baby steps. I know I did that with Parker, going to like maybe the dollar store, small stuff, and then going up from there. But definitely you want to do it because you want to do it now. Or for me, I want to do it now while she's young, and so I'm trying to do it when she's an adult. But I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll let you know how it goes. And thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.